Hey everybody, welcome back to our reading of Psalms. Hopefully you're going through these with us and you're underlining or highlighting certain things. If you're listening to it and you're not doing that, just listen to it a few times. Get this in you, meditate on the word as much as you can, and certain things will stand out to you. And I want to encourage you, when that happens, tell somebody about it. It's super encouraging and it actually kind of solidifies it in you when you do stuff like that. So today we're reading chapters 95 through 98. Chapter 95, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us shout joyfully to the rock of our salvation. Let us come to him with thanksgiving. Let us sing psalms of praise to him. For the Lord is a great God, a great King above all gods. He holds in his hands the depths of the earth and the mightiest mountains. The sea belongs to him, for he made it. His hands formed the dry land too. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God. We are the people he watches over, the flock under his care. If only you would listen to his voice today. The Lord says, don't harden your hearts as Israel did at Meribah, as they did at Massah in the wilderness. For there your ancestors tested and tried my patience, even though they saw everything I did. For 40 years I was angry with them, and I said, they are a people whose hearts turn away from me. They refuse to do what I tell them. So in my anger I took an oath, they will never enter my place of rest. Psalm 96. Sing a new song to the Lord. Let the whole earth sing to the Lord. Sing to the Lord, praise his name. Each day proclaim the good news that he saves. Publish his glorious deeds among the nations. Tell everyone about the amazing things he does. Great is the Lord. He is most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods. The gods of other nations are mere idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Honor and majesty surround him. Strength and beauty fill his sanctuary. O nations of the world, recognize the Lord. Recognize that the Lord is glorious and strong. Give to the Lord the glory he deserves. Bring your offering and come into his courts. Worship the Lord in all his holy splendor. Let all the earth tremble before him. Tell all the nations the Lord reigns. The world stands firm and cannot be shaken. He will judge all peoples fairly. Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and everything in it shout his praise. Let the fields and their crops burst out with joy. Let the trees of the forest rustle with praise before the Lord, for he is coming. He is coming to judge the earth. He will judge the world with justice and the nations with his truth. Psalm 97. The Lord is king. Let the earth rejoice. Let the farthest coastlands be glad. Dark clouds surround him. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. Fire spreads ahead of him and burns up all of his foes. His lightning flashes out across the world. The earth sees and trembles. The mountains melt like wax before the Lord of all the earth. The heavens proclaim his righteousness. Every nation sees his glory. Those who worship idols are disgraced, all who brag about their worthless gods, for every god must bow to him. Jerusalem has heard and rejoiced, and all the towns of Judah are glad because of your justice, O Lord. For you, O Lord, are supreme over all the earth. You are exalted far above all gods. You who love the Lord hate evil. He protects the lives of his godly people and rescues them from the power of the wicked. Light shines on the godly and joy on those whose hearts are right. May all who are godly rejoice in the Lord and praise his holy name. Psalm 98. Sing a new song to the Lord, for he has done wonderful deeds. His right hand has won a mighty victory. His holy arm has shown his saving power. The Lord has announced his victory and has revealed his righteousness to every nation. He has remembered his promise to love and be faithful to Israel. The ends of the earth have seen the victory of our God. Shout to the Lord, all the earth. Break out in praise and sing for joy. Sing your praise to the Lord with the harp and melodious song, with trumpets and the sound of the ram's horn. Make a joyful symphony before the Lord the King. Let the sea and everything in it shout his praise. Let the earth and all living things join in. Let the rivers clap their hands in glee. Let the hills sing out their songs of joy before the Lord. For the Lord is coming to judge the earth. He will judge the world with justice and the nations with fairness. One of the things you find in those Psalms is the word bow. It says that we bow down before the Lord our Maker. And it actually, in 97, talks about the earth bowing, or it talks about trees bowing sometimes. It talks about other people will bow, or nations will bow. And this is important because the bowing would lower themselves. And when a king would walk in, they would position themselves. And the interesting thing about the bow is, men can walk into your life, kings can walk in, a president can walk in and stuff. They can be higher than you in some kind of status. But the truth is, the bow is a willingness to let them be higher. That's the powerful thing about when it says bow to the Lord. Then basically what it does is says, hey, there's a willingness to recognize you are higher. It's one thing if somebody has a status of higher, but if they walked into a room and you just stood there, you're like, I'm not bowing to you, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The reason they wouldn't bow, right? We think it's a simple thing, like just bow down. Like, who cares? It's just a simple action. No, it's not a simple action. It's actually a positioning of your life, and it's a decision you're making. And one of the powerful things in the midst of all the chaos, sickness, trials, circumstances you're dealing with, one of the most powerful things you could do is physically bow before the Lord and remind the earth, remind the enemy, and remind God, I actually make a decision to lower myself in your presence, because if you lower yourself or not, he's still higher. But listen, when you do that, then you're actually revealing you know it. When you're actually revealing it, you choose it. And you're saying, yeah, he's higher, but I'm actually making him higher in my life. I'm lowering myself. And I'm telling you, don't lower yourself to other things that are not meant to be higher than you. Many people lower themselves to their emotions, to their hurts, to their feelings. They lower themselves to other people, and they do it by actually spiritually bowing down. And I want you to understand there's a lowering of yourself that happens when you bow before the Lord, and there's a position that we take that honors him and lets the world know that we exalt him to the highest place.